Boleh start dah. Dah start record dah.
Judy, you can start your part.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our first group discussion on the Sustainable Development Goals. My name is Muhammad Azurin Afid Azman. My matrix number is 2240630. Okay, for today we will share and exchange the news we have gathered on our two selected themes. First, climate action and quality education. So let's start with quick introduction and why each of you choose these themes. So Daniel, would you like to start?
Sure. Hi, I'm Daniel. I choose climate action because climate change is one of the biggest challenges we face globally. It's crucial to raise awareness about what's being done to combat it.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Afiq Rajamil. My matrix number is 2241039. I pick a quality education because education is the foundation for progress in many areas. And I'm interested in how we can improve access and quality.
Hi, I'm Aisha. My matrix number is 2241050. And I choose both them because education empower people to take action on climate change and other issues.
Hello everyone, I'm Peggy. My number matrix is 2241052. I'm excited to discuss how these goals connect and what progress is being made locally and globally.
Okay, great. Let's dive into the news we found. We will start with climate action. Daniel, could you share the news article you found on climate action?
Of course, I found a recent report about the increasing cost of climate disasters worldwide. According to Swiss Re, insured losses from extreme weather events like hurricanes and wildfires are expected to reach $145 billion in 2025, a 6% increase from last year. This shows how climate change is already causing huge economic damage and affecting millions of people globally.
That's alarming. I read about a major milestone in the US where renewable energy provide more electricity than fossil fuel for the first time ever in March 2025. Clean energy accounted for the 51% of electricity generation and signaling a strong shift towards sustainable despite political challenge.
I came across a story about youth activists organizing climate strike and community clean-up events worldwide during Earth Month 2025. And their efforts are pushing governments to take stronger climate action and protect the environment.
Also, there's a large-scale mangrove restoration project in Southeast Asia aiming to protect coastlines for rising sea levels and support marine biodiversity. Mangrove act as a natural barriers against storms and help sequester carbon, making them a vital nature-based solution.
Okay, so how do you think these news stories relate to our local context?
Our coastal areas are vulnerable to flooding and erosion, so mangrove restoration could be very relevant here.
And our country still depend heavily on the fossil fuels. So the US uh, examples show that transitioning to renewable is possible.
Youth activism could be stronger locally. Maybe we can encourage more young people to get involved.
Okay, thanks everyone. Now let's move on to quality education. Afiq, could you start?
Sure, I will start. I found a report about the government initiative called Schooling 2025, aimed at improving education quality that included revising the outcome-based education system, reducing the subject to each student workload, and allowing the mother tongue instruction in early grade to improve the literacy and the numeracy.
And I read that the Department of Basic Education plans to distribute learner workbooks to over 6 million students and um, 180,000 teachers to support standardized learning materials nationwide.
There's also a global strategy by the Global Partnership for Education to expand access for marginalized children, including refugees, and to improve teacher training and digital learning infrastructure.
These initiatives show how education systems are adapting to challenges like the pandemic and digital divides.
Uh, what challenge do you think this program face?
I think the challenge is like funding the infrastructure, especially in the rural and the remote areas.
The challenge is ensuring teachers are well trained and motivated is so crucial.
And making sure digital tools are effectively integrated, not just distributed.
Okay, so next point, let's discuss how these two SDGs connect and what challenge we see in achieving them.
Education empowers people to understand climate change and take action. So SDG 4 supports SDG 13.
Climate change can disturb the education by damaging the school and the displacing the families during like the natural disaster.
The teaching sustainability in school encourage climate-friendly behavior.
But challenges like inequality, lack of resource, and political will can slow progress.
Okay, for next, what are the biggest obstacles in our community?
Lack of awareness and engagement.
The limited access to the technology for the educational.
For my opinion is insufficient funding for environmental projects.
Which SDG do you guys think is more urgent for our community right now?
I say climate change because of increasing floods and heat waves.
I think is the quality education is urgent too, especially after the COVID-19 incident that disrupting the schooling system.
I think both are equally urgent and connected.
Agree. Addressing work builds resiliency.
Okay, so to conclude, what action can we take as a group to contribute to this SDG?
Raise awareness through social media campaigns.
I think that we should organize a local workshop or web seminars on climate and education topics.
So how about Aisha?
Okay, I think partner with school or NGOs for community projects.
From my opinion is share inspiring story to motivate others.
Okay, great idea, guys. Let's prepare our discussion video and start planning for our group discussion too, where we will select specific news stories to report on. That's all from us. Thank you.